feels like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And right away, he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Pass the 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coach is always talking about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Set. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set, check.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Slot man moves right. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Cowboys at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Warriors 70.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Complete. It's Henry. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
8 yards to go on second down.
Lock it.
Ball again on second down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, a run with Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try and run right on the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. The tight end Henry here in motion. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 82 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Come on. Hey. Big Lion.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 quarters in the books. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On the draw, it's Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 8. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Got it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Dagish, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Drop 60, drop 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
18, Pioneers.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw. That's caught once again by Gallup. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Tony Pollard from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.